Welcome back to Tarot Noir, and I'm your intuitive tarot reader, TAB. You already know what time it is. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop the next video. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's weekend is going well. Last night, I didn't drop a video. I had went to a Fear Town event, 3 haunted houses. I had a great time. The scare jumps were awesome. I went to dinner, and I just had an amazing time enjoying the Halloween festivities in my local area. So um, I was out enjoying that. But this is an update on the Kada Scott situation. But we're going to read a specific person. A lot of information has been released since I did the last reading. Okay. This reading, however, is going to be focused on the young lady who dropped the video uh, about her interpretation of what happened and what she knew, being a friend of Keon King. So this reading is about Gabby. I think her name was Gabrielle Gillette. If you have not seen the video, I did post the video on the community board so you could see what she said yourselves. Okay. There's a lot of speculation that's going on. Also, I want to correct something as well. I did post, someone asked me if there was more people involved, and I didn't do the follow-up reading yet. There was some speculation that they found another set of remains, but which was true, but those set of remains was actually linked with Kada. So it's not a separate batch of remains. After I started doing the research and actually looked at one of the newscasters, I think they posted a video, Philadelphia CBS News. They said that there was some more remains found, but they were also connected to Kada Scott. So that's the correction right there. There wasn't two separate batches of remains. It was only one batch, and then they found another set that was also Kada remains. Okay, so they found two separate situations, but they were both pieces of the remains of Kada Scott. Okay, so let's go ahead and cleanse the energy today. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I hope your manifestations is coming good. I hope that you guys are in good health and good spirits. Okay, let's go ahead and cleanse the energy right now. I mean, this case is just like no other. So many pieces and puzzles to this case. Okay. And this is Palo Santo that I am lighting to cleanse my energy and space. All right. I'd like to take the time out to thank my ancestors, my passed on loved ones, the ones, my spiritual guides, my spiritual warriors for keeping negative people, negative entities at bay. Also for helping me transform my life, teaching me wisdom. Okay. Thank you for the abundance and prosperity in my life. Thank you for the wisdom, the lessons. Also, I would like to thank my ancestors for protecting my viewers. Okay. Sending out love and light. Okay. And we are one. Let me clear it again. We're gonna clear this energy. This one right here might be a really, really deep one. Okay. All readings on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Also, my channel is for adults. We're cleansing out that negative energy, negative space. We're cleansing the energy so we can go ahead and channel the messages that need to come on in reference to this situation. Okay. All right. So we're going to get straight into it. Gabby released a little video, and I don't know about you, but it didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me at all. I am also premiering this deck. This is the Celestial Divine deck. So all of the characters in this deck are women. Okay. And we're talking about Gabby and Kada. What was the relationship between Kada Scott and Gabby? Did they know each other? Apparently, they were neighbors. Can you tell me a little bit about what that energy situation was between them? Okay, let's go. Eight of Cups. Hmm. Four of Cups. Ah, okay. And this one, these have words at the bottom too. Seven of Wands. Okay, so the first three cards we have is the Eight of Cups, and at the bottom it has productivity. Then we have the Four Cups, contemplation, and then we have stamina. Okay, I am picking up that Gabby. I don't see a friendship here, but I do feel a sense of jealousy with the productivity. I feel like Kada was the type of young woman that got things done. And I believe with the Eight of Cups, you have a lot of different things in the cup of Eight of Cups. So I feel like Kada was viewed as someone who had a lot of opportunities for her. Okay, she was very strong. This is what represents the stamina card. Very athletic. She was a cheerleader. She was working. She had goals and stuff in her life that she was doing. Okay, I'm looking at this as if Gabby may have been jealous of Kada because she had all the opportunities. Okay. Um, like I said, they were neighbors. I'm pretty sure she knew what kind of activities Kada was doing, what she was doing with her life. She had a YouTube, I think she was doing either YouTube or Instagram. So she had a lot of projects and a lot of opportunities. Each cup has something different, a lot of open gates and a lot of opportunities here. I feel like Gabby uh, may have had some sort of jealousy towards the opportunities that Kada was receiving. Then we come to the Four of Cups, contemplating. Okay, contemplating or holding on, contemplating on the situation. Um, there is a severe jealousy of this, though. Jealous of her strength, jealous of her productivity, jealous of the type of light that Kada brought to the table. I don't see a friendship card here, so I'm not going to say that they were friends, but I am going to say that Gabby did know Kada enough to know what she was into, what she was doing with her life, uh, knowing the goals that she was setting in her life. They knew each other, but wasn't friends, okay? But I am picking up jealousy, okay? And we're going to leave that there. Now we're going to go into the intuitive Kev situation here. Now, what bothered me about the video that Gabby did was she was explaining how um, Keon called her and asked her about Kada, and she basically told Keon where Kada lived. Okay, that was flag number one for me, because me growing up and understanding certain people, you don't want them to know where you live at. So for her to just tell him like that kind of gave me some sort of I don't know, like it didn't make me feel comfortable. I don't think she did it in a good way. Okay, she said her and Keon was friends, so I'm picking up that maybe Maybe, just maybe, she intentionally did this, gave up the location. What was the purpose of Gabby giving the location of Kada to Keon? What was the energy about? Why would Gabby do that? Trash box, talking shit, jealousy, jealousy, okay? Pure jealousy, and probably was trashing her name. Did Gabby and Keon have a relationship situation going on between them two? Hmm. How is Gabby and Keon involved? Five of Pentacles, money, or don't have money. Mm. Whoa. Okay. Let's keep going. Ace of Wands. What is the connection here? Two of Swords. What? Ten of Wands. I am picking up that Gabby might have had a thing, or they might have allegedly slept together, because we have the Ace of Wands here. And if you use it as a sacral energy or a relationship card, this could mean an actual intercourse situation. Um, they may have dealt with each other with no strings attached, but for some reason, he didn't want her really like that. They may have had an intimate encounter, okay? With the Five of Pentacles sitting here at a loss, trying to, this trash box here is giving me the energy that Gabby was trash talking Kada to Keon, okay? Maybe feeling some kind of way that he was interested in Kada, okay? Even though they may have had an intimate encounter, and I'm talking about Gabby and Keon, they may have had an intimate encounter in the past, okay? All right? We have the Two of Swords. Okay, the Two of Swords, which is non-communication. Okay, not wanting. This is Kada not wanting to deal with this Keon energy here. Okay, but it's something about Gabby and Keon may have been together, and I think she was hurt by that. The fact that he would be even asking her about Kada. Okay. Also, Gabby said that he was their pharmacist, or we already know what that is, you know. But if you're a pharmacist, you didn't have a car, Keon. You stole a car, so obviously you wasn't doing that well, which is the Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, she didn't want to talk. Gabby didn't want to talk to the police. She said, and that was another thing that really bothered me, is that Gabby did not want to tell the police, did not want to talk to the police. She said that she was raised like that. Ma'am, you're not giving me gang retaliation or gang involvement. You're not giving me mafia mob ties. You're not giving me that. Okay, so for her to say that she grew up not, being taught, don't talk to the police. I'm not going to the police. She had no choice because her back was against the wall, because her other friend ended up texting her, telling her to talk to the police, and she refused to. So her friend put her back against the wall, Ten of Wands, and forced her to actually talk to the police. and told the police on Gabby. That bothered me the most. Because if it was Gabby's sister, auntie, cousin, brother, family member, you would want, and if they were missing, you would want somebody to tell the police so we could get to that person and get the evidence freshly. Because as long as the body sits out there, the DNA is already deteriorating. So for me, that was the second red flag, that somebody had to tell her to go to the police, and her refusal to go to the police. Her friend had to tell her and give her up for her to go to the police. That says a lot. Her back was against the wall. Okay? Now, I'm not saying they had a full-fledged relationship, but something happened between them two. And she did not like the fact that he was asking about her. So let me ask, did Gabby know what the intentions were when Keon asked where Kada Scott, or did she know Kada Scott? Did Gabby know his true intentions with Kada? Page of Wands, Messenger. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's appearing to be someone, even though they had, okay, look, even though they had a situation, or maybe a one night stand, a situation right here, she appeared to him as, yeah, as, yeah, I can hook you up, we could still be friends. But deep down inside, she didn't want him talking to her. She felt some kind of way that he was attracted to her. Okay. So in this aspect, I felt Gabby was giving the information, okay, portraying herself as a friend, but really behind closed doors, there was some jealousy involved here. I see it clear as day. Okay. There was some jealousy, but she portrayed herself as, I'm just going to give the information. Oh, she lived right behind me. You know, she lived right behind me. I don't have friends that give out my location. What kind of friend would? Wouldn't you consult Kada before you just give out the information? That's wild to me. Okay, that's wild to me. That don't make any sense. What is her involvement? What is Gabby's involvement with this whole situation when it comes down to, did she know that Kada was deceased before the rest of the world knew? Did she know that Keon did something to Kada before it went public? Did she know? Yes, she did know. Strong yes. She did know. This is a 10 of cups. Okay? This is definitely a yes. She very well knew, okay? Very well knew that Kada was no longer here. This card bothers me because I'm feeling accomplice, friend. She came out saying that he was a friend. Okay? The wand is in her hand. Okay? And I'm feeling like she may have had a hand in this and had to come out and try to clear her name. Now the video is deleted. She deleted the video. Okay? But yes, she did know. She did know something happened. Okay? Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. What was the end game for her? Like, what did she think that she was going to get out of this? Secrets, holding his secrets, don't tell. He may have confided in her and told her what he did. Secrets is coming out right here. Secrets that they may have been dealing with each other or may have dealt with each other in the past. Okay. Also holding his secrets in reference to the situation. Yes, she knew allegedly that Kada was no longer here before the rest of the world. He confided in her for the secret. The secret was she knew exactly what Keon did to Kada. Allegedly, she was keeping his secret. So not only was he trying to get, oh, do you know where Kada lives? She knew the moment he called her what was on his mind. He confided in her. The relationship goes much deeper. Okay? This is disgusting. Very disgusting. Holding his secrets. Let's keep going. What about the phone records? Okay. What about the phone records? There was a text now number that was associated to the Gmail account, a certain Gmail account. Um, Whoever, I don't know if it was Gabby or the other girl, but they said that I was the only person who had the text now account. The text now number was the number that Kada and Keon was speaking on. Okay. So what is the significance of this number? Was Gabby in on the phone call as well from that number? Is she connected to that text now account? Yes. Pure jealousy. She was extremely jealous of Kada Scott. And if you've seen a picture of Kada Scott, does she not have roses in her hand or flowers in her hand? Does she not have a sachet? Does she not have a crown? She was jealous of that girl's spotlight and couldn't stand that somebody who had been with her was now interested in her. But she did know. She did know, allegedly. This is extreme jealousy. Extreme jealousy. Tell me more. Yeah. Holding back, not telling. Five of Swords. Gabby, you knew what the hell Keon did. You knew very well what he did. And you held the secret until the other friend went to the police on you. Allegedly, allegedly. And I have to say that for YouTube purposes. You were holding back the secrets, the plan for Kada. Extreme jealous of her spotlight, jealous of her opportunities, jealous of the fact that this girl shines so bright. Kada's light irritated Gabby's demons and Keon's demons. She held back the truth, but she was forced to say something when the friend got there. And when the friend turned her in. This is very sick, you guys. Who else knew? Is there anybody else that knew what happened to Kada at the same time that Gabby knew? Who was the person? Queen of Cups crossing. Wait a minute, we got two cards here. Queen of Cups, King of Wands. Sideways. There's a masculine here as well. This masculine, with it coming about behind the Queen of Cups, this masculine helped carry the body. It's sideways, carry to carry. I want to say two females, Keon and this masculine here. But the masculine helped carry the body. This Queen of Cups may be the friend of Gabby. Okay? Whoever called in the tip was amongst the four who gave the tip up. I want to say it's the girl who was friends with Gabby. I believe that she's the one who called in the tip on where Gabby's body may have been. She flipped on Gabby. Once she figured out, I don't think this Queen of Cups knew the whole story, but once she connected the dots, I believe she turned on Gabby. I think Gabby confided in this queen. And that's why she texted her when she saw Kada was on the news. This King of Wands is sideways. They don't feel good about it either. You see how these two people are upright and these two people are coming out sideways, which lets me know that they didn't feel comfortable. Either they didn't know the whole truth about the situation. This masculine thought he was just helping them. He may have lied, like I said on the last reading with Kada Scott. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Okay, because I talk about Keon confiding in someone and telling them, oh, it was an accident. These two individuals did not know the whole story until it hit the news. Then they turned on these two. Okay? This masculine helped with the body. Okay? Gabby may have told the other friend where the body was located, and she called in the tip. So I'm going to say 4 people who actually knew what the hell was going on before the news broke. But Gabby, you not telling the truth. You not telling the truth. You know way more than you think, than you telling. You knew too much. You had it out for that girl. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Hmm. Ultimate just I mean, I don't see a reason for this girl to do this to Kada. I don't see where the problem was. I don't see what did Gabby and Kada ever have a problem for Gabby to hold back, not go to the police? Did they ever have a rocky relationship? Did they ever had a problem with each other? Did they ever have an issue? 7 of Pentacles. She had an issue. Gabby had an issue on where this girl was going, on how fast and how light. You see these pentacles in this tree, okay? That's stability, okay? The seeds that Kada was planting, the education she was getting, working her job, going to school, doing her content, living her best life. She had an issue with Kada's stability and her mindset. She had an issue on where Kada was going in her life. Because let's face it, she was getting her pharmaceuticals from Keon. So that's a totally different mindset. Okay? Kada was a winner. And this to me simply gravitates to people hate to see you win. Gabby hated to see Kada win. They came from the same neighborhood or what have you, or grew up with her sister, and she watched this girl take off. And that triggered something with Gabby. Everyone has choices in their lives. And I don't know why Gabby felt that she wasn't able to obtain some of the goals in her life. But that's not Kada's problem. And that's no reason to come after someone and try to set them up. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. You winning, and then the man that you say that is your friend is interested in her. Okay? Pure, this is a case of just pure envy and jealousy. This is what this is. Pure envy and jealousy. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. Today my cards are sticking together. Um, Tell me more. Black magic, a hand in this. Black magic. You got to be kidding me. Y'all see this? Manipulation. Manipulation. The evil eye. Can y'all see this? Hold on. I want to make sure y'all see this. Black magic. You see how that hand is green? Manipulation. It doesn't have to be necessarily black magic, black magic. Black magic could be just sending someone negative energy. Black magic could be somebody just trash talking your name. Black magic is worse, could want the worst for you. She could not stand to see Kada shine. Her shine was pissing Gabby off. And then to find out the man you used to probably have a fling with is interested in her too, that just set her ass off. Oh, yeah. Manipulation. Gabby knew exactly what the fuck she was doing. Okay. What was the purpose of her dropping the video and explaining her side? What was the purpose of that? She gave her own damn self up. What was the purpose of that? Two of Wands. Let's keep going. Passion. I told you. It's the intimacy. It's the intimacy here. I don't know if Gabby acted like she wasn't interested in Keon. She was. She did not emphasize that they were, you know, romantic. But what I am feeling is that she did have some passions there for Keon. Something happened between them two. And she felt the kind of way that he did not want her anymore. He wanted Kada. And that sparked her jealousy and envy, which caused her to manipulate, which is manipulating that text now number to do the setup, to come into the setup, to set up the setup, if you know what I mean. Okay? This, as you see, the two wands, look at the imagery here. There's a wand behind him and a wand in front. His hand is on the wand in front, not the wand in the past. Gabby's in the past. Jealousy. Jealousy. Pure jealousy. Mm, mm, mm. Now, I want to know, is there going to be some repercussions for Gabby? You know, what's going to be the repercussion? The car. She has something to do with that damn car. Car, chariot, transportation of the body. She either knew where the body was located. Okay, transportation. We got obsessed here. Obsessively holding on, for a pentacles, holding on. Gabby couldn't stand the fact that Keon was obsessed with Kada. She couldn't stand it. He confided in her because he thought that they were really friends. But the truth is, she wanted to be lovers, not friends. And not only that, she was under the influence as well. Talking about Gabby, because remember, that's her street pharmacist. She could not stand the fact that that man was obsessed with her. So she manipulated the plan. Also, I asked, will there be repercussion? The chariot says yes. The chariot is an ultimate yes in the card. As far as an accomplice, or I would say an accomplice to moving the body. She may have told him where to move the body. She may have been, she may have, they may have discussed the car situation from moving it from this location to the next location. And we on point because look at here. We got the death card. I'm going to stop the reading right here. And I'm going to say this. Gabby, you're a damn fool. Gabby, you know what the fuck you did. And not only that, you knew you took a hand in a manipulation and playing in this dangerous game, being involved with Kada Scott. Allegedly, without a doubt in my mind, Gabby had something to do with that disappearance of that girl. She knows she was jealous of her. Okay. All right. She came out and she did that video to clear her name, but what she did was more damage. And now people are questioning her. Without a shadow of a doubt, I strongly believe that Gabby worked with Keon in reference to Kada Scott's missing, disappearance, and her transition. The death card is the ultimate card, the transition card. I'm talking about Gabby here. She knew exactly what the fuck happened. Shame on her. However, I feel like she will be brought in a later situation. Once the DNA and everything and the case goes through, I strongly feel that Gabby's going to be pulled into the situation again. There's going to be more information. She better hope that her friend don't tell everything, because if she do, Gabby, you going down too. Shame on you. Shame on Keon. Shame on anybody who has something to do with this young lady being kidnapped and murdered. Justice will be served. That's why I did not do a reading on Keon, because there's nothing much to say about Keon because he's already locked up. But Gabby, you better count your blessings, because they're going to come for you too. Okay? They definitely going to connect you to this case. Allegedly. Okay? She definitely had something to do with that case. All for envy and past relations. Okay? Justice will be served. We will see Gabby again in court. Okay? You guys, I had the true crime oracle deck, but this right here explains everything that I needed to explain in reference to the situation. There's no need to go back into the true crime. Ending card being the death card is very evident on the table. Allegedly, Gabby knew what the fuck was going on. She manipulated a situation to put Kada in that position. She will be brought to court in reference to the situation. Justice will be served, okay? Allegedly, 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 due to YouTube purposes, there's not a doubt in my mind. This young lady was working with Keon, okay? You guys, that concludes the reading. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the situation. One thing I can be happy of is that justice will be served in this case. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Goodbye.